Hi, I'm John with Lee Manufacturing Company, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to reverse the rollers on your Peaceller Junior model number 600R. And so a properly assembled unit, looking at where you feed in the peas to the unit, the handle for hand crank should be on the right, and then the longer portion where you can attach a drill or a mixer should be on the left. And so this is where you feed the peas in, the peas drop out, and then your pods come out on the back side here. And so if you have put the rollers on wrong, or if it's assembled in the opposite direction of that, you're gonna have some problems as you crank. The threads are gonna come unthreaded here on the hand crank, and it's gonna not work properly. So I'm just gonna demonstrate how to make a Peaceller that's assembled like this one. This one is assembled backwards. You can see that the long shaft is sticking out on the right side instead of the left side, and the hand crank threads are on the wrong side of what they should be. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you quickly here how to reverse these rollers. So the first thing you need is a 10mm wrench, and so you're going to need that. And what you're going to do is undo this nut. So hold on to it, undo the nut, and you may have to hold the back of the bolt on the back here. Hold it down, undo that nut, remove it. Make sure you keep all these laid out. Take off this end plate, and then from there, what you're going to want to do is pull these rollers out. So the bottom roller is the short one, and then the longer roller will come out with the bushing attached to it. So you're going to take that bushing out as well. So you got your parts laid out, and we want it again to look just like the one that we have here. And so we're now going to assemble it and essentially just flip it over. So you're going to take one of the bushings out of the top of that plate, put that bushing in here, and now you're going to take the long roller, and you're going to take the gear end and put it into the hole first. So that one's in, and then you're going to take the gear end of the short roller, put it into the hole, sure the gears are meshing. And then another little useful tip to make sure that everything rolls real smoothly is if you look on the roller itself and pull back on the bushing, you can see basically two splines on the inside of there on the shaft itself. And so there's one on each side of the shaft. So orient that one horizontally. And then on this one, it's easy to see. There's two holes on each side. Those are the splines that hold the green roller onto the shaft. Orient those vertically. And so they just need to oppose each other ideally. And then you just take this plate, slide it back over the top. Just gotta make sure you have both the bushings on there. It should all come down nicely. Put your nut back on. Just hand tighten it. Again, while I'm doing that, I'm holding the back of the bolt with my hand. And then just take your 10mm wrench and tighten the whole thing back up. You just kind of want to keep it all straight as possible as you're doing that. So tighten it back up. And then it should spin freely. So this one spins real freely. But now you see it looks exactly like this example that we've got here. Now when you put on your hand crank, it'll crank correctly. So that's just a demonstration of how, if the rollers are reversed on your Peaceller Junior, showing you how to get them flipped over in the right direction.